I think you're muted at the moment. Okay.
Yeah, I could see a number of them joining us already.
Good.
Thank you. So I think in 3 minutes time, we'll be kickstarting.
Excellent. Nervous?
Thank you, sir. All right. You're welcome.
Thank you. All right, good evening, everyone. So we still have less than a minute to our time while we wait for our members, our onboarding members to join us. All right, so if you have a friend that is part of us, please, this is the time for a reminder. Tell a friend to tell a friend that we've started, and we are not waiting for anybody. But trust me, you don't want to miss out of any opportunity. So, in less than 2 minutes, if you have any of your friends you want to reach out to tell them that we've started, please do that now. Okay, I can see Islami Atade Doyin from Nigeria. Welcome. Regina Mora, welcome. Sunday Paul, good evening to you all as well. We welcome you. You all are all welcome. All right, while we start, let's start dropping our favorite emoji. If you know you are really interested, you are looking forward to what you learned today, tonight, let's start dropping our favorite emoji. Let's see who's excited about today. All right, I can see Sunday Paul, I can see your emoji. Thank you. All right, I can see more emojis. I know we are more than this, so drop your favorite emoji. Let's know if you are really ready for us this evening. All right, good evening once again. I welcome you all to FishLead Hub Initiative. This is an initiative for fisheries and aquaculture students, not only students but also professionals in the field. We welcome you all officially to our first onboarding program. Yes, this is the first of its kind, and this set is going to be the first set. So we all are lucky to have you, and moving forward, we hope we can learn one or two from each other. Please note, this initiative is not limited to Nigerians alone. So we are going global with you and I involved in it, taking fisheries and aquaculture to the next level. All right. I remain my humble self. My name is Eniola Fadiji, and I'll be your moderator for tonight's section. All right. So from my hand here, I officially welcome all our members and our mentors and the core team members. So I can see that we have our team lead amongst us in the person of Mr. Pelumi Okeojo. So we welcome you and every other team members. You all are important to us. Every other members, the experts, the undergraduates, the graduates, we love you all. And moving forward, we know we are going to places and we are doing better things. So while we start with the opening address and the vision sharing, because I know a community or an organization that does not have a vision or a mission guiding it won't go well, it won't go smoothly. I want to believe we all understand. So in the next few minutes we'll be sharing to us of the vision of this initiative. Why Fish Lead Hub? Why are you here? Why do you feel this is the right place for you to be? We'll be getting more in-depth explanation from our team lead in the person of Mr. Hoke Ojo Pelumi. So, our team lead, sir, thank you very much. You have the floor now.
All right, Miss Fadiji Eniola, and good evening, everybody. So I want to welcome us to this first cohort ceremony. It's a ceremony to be, sorry. Okay, I'm trying to bring in one of our mentor. He's trying to join. All right. So to great ceremony once again. It is with joy and expectation that I welcome you to FishLead Hub. My name, as moderator has said, as mentioned, is Okeojo Pelumi, and I'm the team lead for this initiative. So it's a youth-led community and is driving by a purpose and a belief that African fisheries and aquaculture leaders. And if there's any hope that the aquaculture industry in Africa has, it is we, the young people, because we are the one who has the energy. Quite some time ago, I was checking the fish production deficit in Africa, and I was saying, over 11 million metric tons in a year is the deficit of fish production in Africa. Just like I said, we as young people are the ones who can bring innovation. We are the future. In fact, should I say future? When I'm talking about what brought curiosity and seeing what is happening in the aquaculture, even from the student sector, a lot of over 90 students, I am still a student studying fisheries and aquaculture in Africa. They came into this course, this part, without prior notice. Majority were given the course by the institution, and at the time of choosing course of tertiary institution, they didn't choose fisheries and aquaculture. So, and even when they come in the department or into the part, due to lack of information and lack of exposure to rich opportunities in the field, they lack motivation, they lack interests, they don't see themselves in the field. And that's why we see at the end of the day, after graduation, we lose these vibrant minds into unrelated sector outside aquaculture and fisheries. So, and for the future of fisheries and aquaculture, depending on young people who can bring innovation, who can bring energy and skills to drive into his destination, to fulfill his potential in addressing food and nutrition security. So we must be involved. It must come to losing minds, losing young people into another career path that is different entirely from aquaculture. And that's what brought about that, okay, it is not this just uninterested. It is because they don't have, a mentorship that can connect them to world experience of far beyond what they are learning. I'm being conscious of my time. I have one or two things I put here. I believe in webinars to come, we still be sharing minds. Today is just for us to share minds together, to let us see what we are here for. And some of our mentors who are, to have them to say one or two things, share their journey, share their experiences, and also give us word of encouragement that will propel us to go and make that change in aquaculture and fisheries in Africa. So being part is a privilege. We are the pioneers, including myself, including the members. We are the pioneers. We are the stand culture and this community. So we're not just, but we are building impact. In the coming days, we will definitely have access to inspiring mentors, enrich and a supportive network. But most importantly, respect what is as participants now, as a member of FishLead, we expect our commitment, our growth mindset. That is, our mind must be ready to receive. We have mentors all over places in the industry, in the academia, who are ready to pour their minds to assist us to ensure that we get a purpose for ourselves. I want to encourage us to commit ourselves, to have a mindset that wants to grow and be active in our participation. So by being present, our prepared hearts for trainings, one of the things we are looking for is a situation where after graduation or as an you are interested in fish health, you are interested in fish production, we have connections of and farms up to get hands experience, to get hands-on training that can build up, that even as an undergraduate student, you're already having your own fish ponds, and you're already contributing to food and nutrition security. I want to encourage you to be purpose driving with chance. We carry potential that this hub will help us to unlock. We have rich men us to unlock our potentials. So I want to encourage us, to be minded and our speakers, I also want to say with us, we are honored to have your presence, and we say thank you. Your involvement in this initiative means a lot to us. It means world to us, and we are excited for the value we add to our life. We are excited for the value you will add to our career journey. And to every one of us, to the participants, I want to say welcome officially to FishLead Hub. So, and let's be prepared. Let's open our hearts. Let's open our mindsets to grow together. And I trust that as we go, we find motivation, we will find purpose in this field. Thank you so much. So I supposed to introduce our mentors, guys and network here. Maybe I'll just mention, one or two things. Our moderator, I think I still have time for that. Do I still have time for that, please?
Yes, okay. You can go on, sir.
Right, let me just mention names. Just as said earlier tonight, we are privileged to have with us Ian Whereby from London, and we also have with us my own mentor in the industry, the person of Tasejiro Michael Oketoji. And also I'm expecting Dr. Damoshi to also join us. I don't know, I'm trying to bring in, I am a little bit distracted, but I guess he's battling with network. We also have with us Dr. Stephen Rishley from Mississippi State University here tonight. And we also have with Angie, Federal University of Agriculture, Abeokuta. So she's not also here with us. I'm expecting Dr. Badamoshi to join us to also have one or two things to share with us, to inspire us in the journey. So thank you so much. You have the floor. Ms. Fadiji. Oh, I think. Okay. Sorry, I think we. I think we lost her. Back. That must have been due to network. So let's just assisting. So I believe our participants are here with us. Just like we said earlier, please, as you are joining us, endeavor to drop your name and your country in the chat box. Thank you so much. So I would like to bring up our mentor, Ian Whereby, to share with us his journey in fisheries and aquaculture, and also word of encouragement for these future leaders in aquaculture and fisheries in Africa. Thank you so much, sir. You have the floor.
Thank you. Okay, that's very kind of you. I'm very honoured to be here to talk to you this evening. I think this is a fantastic initiative. Okay has asked me to say a few words about my journey, how I got to where I am now, and a few words of encouragement. So I'm currently a private fish health and fisheries consultant here in the UK. I specialise mainly in fish health and welfare and parasites and pathogens. That's my main specialism nowadays, along with quite a lot of training with the Institute of Fisheries Management. But where did I start? I think, along with a lot of you probably, I started by doing higher education. I chose to go to Plymouth Polytechnic at the time. And if I'm honest with myself, I went there because I wanted to leave home and live by the sea. It was much nicer than where I grew up. And when I finished that, I was still very uncertain about what I wanted to do. the only thing I knew was I didn't want to work in an office. And so I stumbled into fish farming. And I do really enjoy it. It was a good career choice. And I worked in England, in Portugal, and in other places in Europe for a couple of years. But as if any of you are doing fish farming at the moment, you'll know, not quite sure, it's hard work. It's wet. Over here, it's very cold quite often. And I was lucky enough to meet a lady called Professor Margaret Manning, who used to bring students to one of the farms I worked on for the master's degree she was head of. And she persuaded me that I could do that. And I took her at her word and I went for it. And that changed the course of my life, certainly. Fantastic teachers, fantastic enthusiasm throughout it, lots of good students within the course that really helped. And those really make a difference. Those good teachers, don't they? Really make a difference. I was lucky enough to leave there and go straight into a job at a place called the National Fisheries Laboratory, specializing in fish health at that time, particularly parasites and pathogens. And that's where I learned that collaborative teamworking, working in a team that all got the same goal, is really important. I worked there for 10 years. And during that time, I joined a UK organisation called the Institute of Fisheries Management, who I'm here sort of representing. And that was very important. One of the key things that I would recommend to others going through a career is joining organisations like that. It's a national organisation for fisheries managers in the UK with aquaculture as a sideline, because it gets you to broaden your horizons. You get to speak to people outside your small community. You get lots of learning opportunities. You get to meet other people within the field and talk to them over a coffee or a tea during conferences. Unexpected things come out of those collaborations and those chats. And what I also found was that almost everybody I ever bumped into was helpful and wanted to help. That's the nice thing about the career, certainly in the UK, is we're a small community of people all driving in the same direction, all want the same thing. Generally, very collaborative. I went into private fisheries consultancy, and I've been doing that for the last 15, 20 years, along with quite a lot of work with the Institute of Fisheries Management on our training courses and so on that we do. And that's where I've ended up. That's where I am now, a private fisheries consultant with an interest in the IFM and its training provision, which is where I first met Mr. Ojo Palumi. So that's my career. It's you know, it happened. I'm the other end of a career scale, if you like, coming to the end of it to a certain extent. And you might ask why I'm here talking to you. One of the biggest reasons for it is that we have similar problems in the UK, that people coming into the industry, it's a difficult industry to get into. It's a difficult industry to stay in. And why does that matter? Probably the most important reason is because it's really, really important. Fisheries and aquaculture are really, really important. I think we can all see the way the world's going, the way systems go. Fisheries and aquaculture can provide sustainable food for us if run properly, if run in a sustainable manner, if run with really good people involved. And the second is that my recent experience suggests that we're in the same problem. That problem of keeping experienced younger people in the industry is difficult. And that's why I applaud this particular FishLead hub. I think it's great. I can honestly say that I love my work. I've loved it since day one. I find fish endlessly fascinating. And I'm one of the strange people that also find parasites and pathogens endlessly fascinating. They're incredibly interesting group of things that are very important to us to understand them. the people tend to be fantastic as well within the industry. But there's downsides. Tends not to be well paid. Conditions are often tough. You're often out in the middle of nowhere working on fish farms, particularly. And it can be very frustrating. There are lots of fixed attitudes. What species we should farm, how we should farm them, how we do X, Y, and Z. Sustainable fisheries particularly are very frustrating. So there's much to do and learn in this field. There's much for you to learn and do in this field. And it's very important, as I said before. So to conclude, a couple of points. First of all, my advice to you, first of all, would be to believe in yourselves. You've got this far. Therefore, there is a place for you. Love it. Learn from it. Love learning. Fish are endlessly fascinating creatures. Join things like FishLead Hub. Help people like OK to get this going, because it's going to be so important. The idea of various things, it's not an easy job. It really is an easy job. And as fisheries and aquaculture, as we're learning, is a little bit undervalued and a little bit misunderstood. And it's very easy from when you're working in that field to also feel misunderstood and undervalued. And having other people to talk to and lean on really makes a difference in that, because it's great. It's such fun. So I will leave it there, but to wish you all well, and particularly to wish this FishLead Hub well. I think it's a fantastic opportunity for you all to get involved in something that can help a lot of people and yourself at the same time. So thank you for listening, and I wish you all well in your journey, and I hope to be able to help OK and FishLead Hub into the future.
Madam Meniola, unmute yourself. Okay.
I'm so sorry, I'm having kind of network issue. All right, thank you very much, sir. We really appreciate your time and efforts being here. And I hope our members have been able to take one or two things. There is always a space for you in fisheries and aquaculture field. You are not left behind. There is always a space for you. Thank you very much, sir. So we'll be going on to our next speaker, the person of Dr. Olukemi K. Gbadamosi. So I'll be reading his profile. Dr. Olukemi K. Gbadamosi is a lecturer in the Department of Fishery and Aquaculture Technology at the Federal University of Technology, Akure, which everybody popularly known as FUTA in Nigeria. He holds a master's degree in fisheries management from FUTA and fish physiology from Swansea University, Wales, United Kingdom. He also earned a PhD in aquaculture from FUTA. Dr. Gbadamosi's research interest lies in fish nutrition and health, nutrigenomics and biotechnology and biometrics. He is actively involved in research and professional development and currently serves as the researcher coordinator and vice chairman of the Fisheries Society of Nigeria, FISON, Ondo State chapter. So, Dr. Gbadamosi, sir, you have the floor. Thank you very much. We are so honored to have you on board, sir.
Thank you very much. I hope you can hear me. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir, we can.
Hello, can you hear me?
Sir.
Yes, sir.
Thank you very much. I want to also Pelumi for this. Yes, I appreciate you for this initiative. It is long overdue, and I'm so happy that somebody is thinking about how to make fisheries and aquaculture technology something that is interesting to the youth. I mean, the young adults, and also those ones that are ready either by accident or by one incident or the other in the field. By our interactions with students, starting from their first year in the university, we've been able to discover that many of them stumbled, just like the first speaker said. They stumbled into fisheries and aquaculture. And some of them, they always try to find the next available opportunity to opt out of the course because they don't really understand. Most of them were given as option in order not for them to lose the admission. And that is why even at the university level, we always try to orientate them starting from their first year as freshers on the importance of staying in the course. And at this level, when somebody is thinking about the prospect of this young adult, it is a very good thing. So I want to appreciate you for doing that, and I hope that you will be to sustain this. I am also very ready to support you in any form. Now to the prospects, and I just also want to talk about how I come into fisheries and aquaculture. I think the journey, just like the first speaker mentioned, the journey we also highlight the various aspects of opportunities that are in fisheries and aquaculture. I also, when I was given the opportunity to choose, I was given 5 courses when I came into aquaculture when I gained admission, out of which were options like crop production, animal production and health, fisheries, and then it was fisheries and wildlife. And I chose fisheries and wildlife just because my parents had a TV in the house, and we used to watch all these geographic films talking about the oceans and things like that. When I was given the options, I chose fisheries just because I was fascinated with fisheries, the ocean, and the biodiversity of organisms that are abundant there. But when I got to school, and there was this stigmatization, the combination of fishes and wildlife was what some of my colleagues were looking at as probably being weird, out of they couldn't just understand why fisheries and wildlife are combined. Before eventually I decided to specialize in fisheries and aquaculture. And along the line, through my journey, the first encounter that got me interested was when I went for my industrial attachment. That was my student work industrial scheme in Lagos, and I was attached to a fishing trawler. So I went on a voyage, an expedition, a fishing expedition for a month. And within that period, I got totally interested in the Atlantic Ocean, the biodiversity, the fisheries, and eventually when I got to know what fisheries has to do about harnessing the vast resources that are in the ocean, of which fish is one of the most important parts, I got to know that there are tremendous opportunities that abound, considering even as scientists will tell us that 70% of the earth crust is covered by the water. And so you can imagine the biodiversity of fish compared to terrestrial organisms. So that was where the interest started from. So when I came back from my IT, I joined several organizations that has to do with the protection of the ocean. Then I started focusing on fish breeding. I actually did my first presentation on fish breeding and how to multiply the seed for aquaculture. And starting from then, I got interested in research. My second degree was in fisheries management. After my master's, I had the opportunity of going to Swansea University to study aquaculture and fisheries, fish nutrition specifically, I was able to meet other mentors and people that are specialized in the area of fishes, like Ingrid Lupashk, who was tremendously of a great importance in, making me to understand the principles behind fish nutrition. I came back to Nigeria to come and finish my PhD in aquaculture. And all along the line, I've met with researchers, consultants. When I was in Swansea, I met with the owner of FishGen. He was working on GMT tilapia then, and we worked together for some time. He even wanted me to be like an agent when I got back to Nigeria, but when I got back, I was so interested in other research, teaching. I went back totally into the academic and research. And since that time, I became the research coordinator of Fisheries Society of Nigeria, where we did a lot of workshop for people in the riverine area, majorly on how do we replace fish meal with a particular product that can provide all the benefit that fish meal is providing. We started working on it and also considering the health implications of the replacement of fish meal, which we have worked upon. Then we started looking at the genomic part, going towards the molecular level to know what are the effects of replacing fish meal. And from then on, we have worked with several stakeholders, starting from at the level of even secondary school students. We have this World Ocean Day that we host in the university, just to go and orientate secondary school students on fisheries and aquaculture to the university level, and also to the stakeholders, the fish farmers. And recently, we have started working on the blue economy, which fisheries is also a major part. Currently, the Nigerian government realized the propensity and the immense opportunity that abound in the oceans. And so a whole ministry was created in order to look at how to harness the potentials in the ocean in order to boost the economy. And currently, we are also speaking and advocating with stakeholders that fisheries is a major component of that particular ministry. So all along, through fisheries, I used to, anytime I'm invited to come and give any talk on fisheries and potentials in fisheries and aquaculture, I tell upcoming young adults that first and foremost, I congratulate them for this opportunity to be in the field of fisheries and aquaculture. And I always let them know that there are a lot of untapped resources that are yet to be exploited that abounds in fishery and aquaculture. I used to tell them that through fish, I used to say that hilariously, that through fish, that fish has actually carried me to up to 3 or 4 continents in the world, basically to go and present seminars, technical workshop on fish. And that is to tell you that there are a lot of opportunities in fishery. Currently, we are also working on a lot of research grants. When I was in Swansea, we were working on microalgae, also another abundant resources in the ocean and even freshwater bodies that has potentials that are also yet untapped. When we say aquaculture, we are talking about living resources that can be cultured in the water. So microalgae is also one of them. Currently, my country is just waking up to the opportunities that abound in microalgae, and that is the exact area. I know of another of our senior colleague that is working on seaweeds, which is a macroalgae, and so we are focusing on the micro aspect. And it's just a tip of the iceberg that we are tapping, just scratching the top, just to know we've started using it in some, and we are getting results. But of course, we know that we are just starting. This is just an example of some of the resources that abounds in the aquatic environment that can be harnessed, that can be leveraged, and, is really a place where you can where you can thrive as a young adult, as somebody that is interested, or whether you stumbled upon fisheries or you are already in it. I would just advise you that you need not opt out. Most of the time, most of the people that are looking for something else to do is because they don't have the knowledge of the potentials that are bound in fisheries and aquaculture. It is immense. It is out of this world. Just make sure that there are a lot of value chains that you can key in. So make sure that you align with one of these things. And when you have a passion and you have a direction, definitely you are going to fulfill your goal. And we have testimonies of most of our students that are on their own. Most of them are consultants. Do you want to talk about ornamental fisheries? When I went to the London History Museum and I saw a whole aquarium where you don't even have to station it somewhere. You are the one that is just moving under the aquarium and you are looking at different ornamental fish species. This is another area that is still largely untapped, even in Nigeria and some other African countries. So this is just to mention a few. There are a lot of opportunities in fisheries and aquaculture. And with mentorship, you can be sure that you will definitely make an impact in this field. So it is on this note that I want to say that if you have found yourself in this field, be rest assured that you are in the right place. Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you
Hello.
so much, sir, for yes, sir. Thank you so much. Moderator.
Oh, all right. Thank you very much for the wonderful speech you've given unto us. And I hope we've been able to learn one or two with what he said. There is a lot of opportunities to explore and even yet to explore. So I want us to have one thing at the back of our mind, that there is a space for you in this field, in this industry. There is a space for you that you will do well and also excel in it. So we have our third speaker today on board already, the person of Mr. Sergio Michael. All right, I'll be reading his profile to us. Mr. Sergio Michael is the MD of Sedge Farm Consults Limited and the founder of the Aquaculture Innovation, Incubation and Development AIID Center. He currently serves as the president of Lagos State Catfish and Allied Farmers Association, LASFACAN, a recipient of numerous awards, including being the best fish farmer in Lagos State for the year 2020. He is a key driver of Nigeria's blue economy. Over the past 20 years, he has trained and mentored over 5,000 youths and interns in aquaculture across the country. He is a seasoned professional with multiple international and local certifications, widely respected as a facilitator, trainer, and a leader in the aquaculture space. So while we wait for Mr. Sergio Michael to fully come on board. So if you have any questions, you can drop it in the comment section. We'll take them immediately after this third speaker section. If you have a question, an inquiry, a clarity on any field, we have our mentors and speakers that can give us a clarity in that aspect.
Thank you. Oh, I think it's also battling with network. work.
Okay.
Oh, yes. I think we have him back.
All right. Good evening, everyone.
Yes, sir.
Hope I'm audible enough.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
All right. So it's a pleasure to be here, and this is one of the things I love to do, to have more people to mentor, and it's a rare privilege and a big honor to have me on stage here with other great mentors across the fisheries sector in Nigeria and beyond. So I'll just quickly want to go straight to the point. One of the things I want to stress on is I want to say, first and foremost, congratulate every young undergraduate and graduate out there. Why I'm saying congratulations is because this is one of the best field of endeavor that you can find fulfillment in life, or a career path in life, if you have basic understanding of why you're doing what you're doing, or why you are in this field. Because the opportunities are just endless, are just enormous, and you need to understand what you're doing in this industry before you can find fulfillment in it. So I started young. I started as an undergraduate, and I'm almost about 2 decades in this industry now, and I've never regretted doing this one day. I used to tell some of my mentees that if I come back to this world over and over again, I'll still study fisheries. It's like the best thing that has ever happened to me. That's how passionate I am about this field. And one thing I want to tell you guys out there is that you need to understand that the industry is so broad that you can easily carve a niche for yourself. You just need to look at the areas where you need to specialize. And how do you specialize? Is by discovering the areas where you can provide solution, something that resonates, something that is easy for you to do in the entire industry, in the entire opportunities. You can't do everything and become a master. Do you understand? So you just need to look at the various challenges, latent and obvious challenges in the industry. Then you begin to work at it by trying to provide solution. I started as a 200 level student. I graduated from Lagos State University, and by the time I got to 400 level, I think I made up my mind that I wasn't going to get a job anywhere. I have all it takes to become an entrepreneur, to give back to the society. So I had some of my classmates, colleagues that did their internship with me then as a 400 level undergraduate student, my classmates having their internship with me. That means I'm doing something extra, something that they need to learn from. So now, why I'm saying all of this is that I've discovered that a lot of us learn, but learning and getting the skills is not enough. It is what you do with it that is most important. Do you understand? So they say practice makes perfection. So as you're learning these things, this research work in school, on the field, is not just enough for us to keep it to ourselves. It is what we do about it that is most important. So that's why I say knowledge, skills is not enough, but what we do with it. So I started doing something with the knowledge I had as an undergraduate. And by the time I eventually graduated, I said I wasn't going to work anywhere. I had the opportunity to work in the different organizations because of the experience, but I said, no, let me start something. That I started some years back is what has brought me to where I am now. And I can tell you confidently that I'm finding fulfillment in what I'm doing. I'm enjoying what I'm doing. I'm making impact in this industry, and I want to keep doing that. So best gift anyone can give to her parents is to turn out well. Best gift anybody can give, any citizen can give to her nation or her country is to make impact. So as fisheries undergraduates or graduates, young graduates in fisheries, the best you can do for Nigeria, for Africa, is to make impact. And where are you making the impact? Making the impact in this area of food, what's it called, food space, which aquaculture and fisheries is a part of it. And have it at the back of your mind as well, so that if everything fails, if every businesses fail, the food of business is not going to fail. Do you understand? Because everybody must eat. And if everybody must eat and you provide food, fish, affordable source of protein for people, that means you keep getting patronage. And now, because of the diversity in the nature of this course, you just need to understand where your strength lies so you can play in a particular area. You can't be a whole. You can only be a part of a whole. That means you can only contribute a little quota. World over, I keep telling people, world over, we have over 500 species of aquatic lives that are being cultured. But in Nigeria, we talk basically about catfish and tilapia, and maybe now pangasius is coming on, and few indigenous species are coming up. So that's to tell you that there's still a whole lot that needs to be done. And we need you guys to see these opportunities and key into it. So the most important thing is equip yourself well now that you're still young. The likes of us never had the kind of opportunity for mentorship the way this generation, this next generation is having it. So that means if I can do this little, bring about this little impact in the sector, that means the next generation have the opportunity to do much more if you remain focused. So I'll just encourage you as young guys that now that you have the opportunity to learn everything you need to learn within the four walls of the institutions, outside the four walls of the institution. You need to sacrifice yourself to go and learn, to go and intern. Don't be in a hurry to get started. Equip yourself with every needed skills and knowledge in this field of endeavor. Then you go and make us proud. You go and make the industry proud. We need to raise an army. Like I tell people, we need to raise an army, not an army that will fight human, but an army that is going to fight food insecurity, an army that is going to fight hunger. And if you want to come on board, I think you need to get started now. Don't change your mind. Don't feel you are inferior. Be proud of what you're doing. Be proud of the space you are, and more opportunities will keep coming your way. So I want us to see how we can build this culture industry together. How can I, so you keep asking yourself, how are you going to remain relevant in the aquaculture industry? The opportunities, like the past speakers to have said, there are areas in pond engineering, pond construction. There are novel areas that have not been explored. There are areas in genetics, breeding and genetics. There are areas in mariculture. There are areas in what's it called, nutrition. We need to keep breaking new ground. So I just want to charge you as young guys, ensure you have people that mentor you, ensure you have people that are ahead of you. Then you need to sacrifice. Service is very important. You have to serve to be served. You need to learn. You need to undergo the process. If you have to take your time to get closer to your lecturers, you need to do that. They teach you more outside the university environment than what you get from them. Try and keep learning, and you see the impact you make. There are areas in fish health that will need people to come and act. So please just take your time and understand where you contribute in the fishery sector in Nigeria and beyond. Thank you very much. So I think I'm just going to stop here for now. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much, sir. We really appreciate your time and effort. Please, let's celebrate our three speakers. They've done well. I think they've done enough justice and given us an information we need to start. Information we need to kickstart that you should not be left behind. We should all go into this journey together. And as Mr. Sedro has said, it is time for us to sacrifice ourselves to learning. That is, we have to learn, relearn, and unlearn. It might not be easy at first, but along the line, you find it pleasurable that you are making impact for Nigeria, for the industry. Because by the time names will be mentioned, your names will never be forgotten in the people that have made impact in the aquaculture and fishery industry. So thank you very much, sir. Thank you to everyone that has attended today's section. It's really an amazing section. So for me personally, I've been able to pick a point or two that I need to swing into action. I'm not waiting for anybody because I don't want to be left behind in the trend. So thank you very much, sir. So in case you have any questions, please let's begin to drop our questions. Let's begin to drop our questions.
Okay.
I think I observed a question here a few minutes ago. All right, I have a question here from Shazfa Yendwa. I'm so sorry if I can't pronounce your name very well. So the question says, may more clarity be shared on what blue economy is in fisheries and aquaculture? May more clarity be shared on what blue economy is in fisheries and aquaculture? So let our speakers please help us shed more light in that area, sir.
I think Dr. Balamoshi mentioned something like that. I think, do we have him? Oh. Okay, maybe I think with us. So maybe Sir Asejiro, we can just help us attend to the question, sir.
All right. So it's just a simple definition. If I want to look at the word, like I tell people, blue economy, like we keep saying blue revolution, we're talking about water, we're talking about aquatic resources, we're talking about, if you look at the broader definition of fisheries, it talks about the living and non-living aquatic resources. Do you understand? So that is what the blue economy really entails. And in the Nigerian space, it does not just talk about fisheries alone. There are so many areas, everything that has got to do with what's called aquatic resources, living and non-living. That's what the Ministry of Blue Economy, mining, all of these are part of the blue economy. But as it concerns us, fisheries and aquaculture is fully an aspect, a subsector in the blue and marine economy. So the question again, if Yeah, because we are dealing with water, we are dealing with aquatic resources, and what we are talking about here is aquaculture and fisheries. Definitely, we are part of the blue and marine economy, but have at the back of your mind that the blue marine economy is not just about fisheries. It's a broader concept definition that is all encompassing as it concerns everything aquatic resources, petroleum and so many other things, mining. So that's just that. I hope that answers the question very well.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much, sir. So we have more questions from our members. It says, another question says, what are the strategic ways to getting the opportunities even after rigorous learning and preparation? What are the strategic ways to getting the opportunities even after rigorous learning and preparation? I think
All right.
Mr.
So,
Heon Wellby can. Okay, okay. Mr.
Yeah,
Sedley, since you want to answer. All right.
I mean, I don't know your particular area where you are, but the only thing I would say for that, particularly with aquaculture, but also fisheries, is to bear in mind it's a very practical skill. A practical experience is really important. So one of the things I would always suggest in that getting further in is to find ways of getting that practical experience, whether it's volunteering, whether it's internships, or just even short-term seasonal work on fish farms or in fisheries field staff. To get some practical skills is very useful. Fish husbandry particularly is a very practical thing.
All right, sir. Thank you very much, sir. Yeah. A question from our member says, as a beginner in fish farming and aquaculture, how would I begin from? Maybe you meant to say, where would I begin from? As a beginner in fish farming and aquaculture, where would I begin from? Mr. Sedley, sir.
yeah, the way up a ladder is down. You need to, a journey of 1,000 miles starts with a step. Do you understand? So internship is one area, volunteering is one area where you can get started. Before I started my farm, so I volunteered to manage other people's farms, which became a springboard for me to launch out. Do you understand? So get started somewhere. If you have a particular skill in any, go and try. And if you don't have the resources, it's not everybody that will be an entrepreneur. You can be an intrapreneur, managing other people's businesses. When people know you have all it takes to manage their businesses, then they can entrust that business into your hands. But you need to improve on your skills first. So start from somewhere. You don't have to start so big. Start with the little resources you have. And the most important resources or resource that you have is the skills. So once you have the skills, now you now need to see where you demonstrate it. Then you can go and volunteer and start somewhere. Then you keep improving. Is that correct? So I think that will guide you.
All right. Thank you very much, sir. So, because of our time, I will be taking one more question. I am so sorry to everyone. And this question is directed to Mr. Hean Welby specifically. The question says this. He said, this question is for Mr. Hean. He mentioned about fish health and one of his specialty. How can fungi and cotton? Oh, I think this person did not complete his question. Please, this person did not complete the question because we did not get the full details of what we are trying to ask. Okay, the last question for the day. It says, what are the strategic ways of getting opportunities, even after rigorous learning and preparation? What are the strategic ways of getting the opportunities, even after rigorous learning and preparation? Mr. Hian sir.
I mean, very similar to my previous answer is once you've got some learning and preparation, then practical skills, looking at the opportunities that are available, looking at where you'd place your first foot on the ladder, even if that requires volunteering. In this country, there's a lot of volunteering opportunities. It's not a great place to start because it requires you to invest in that time, but practical skills are very, very important, as I'm sure you're aware, particularly for aquaculture. The actual job is quite tough. Yeah.
Thank you very much. All right. Thank you so much, sirs. To our speakers, thank you very much. We really appreciate your time and effort to be here, for your speech and motivation, for the information you've given to us. I believe it's going to go a long way as a beginner for us to the aquaculture industry proper. Thank you very much, sirs. Mr. Cedro Michael, Mr. Hian Welby, Dr. Gbadamosi, thank you so much, sirs. We really appreciate it. Please, can we celebrate our speakers in the comment section? Tell them how much you love and cherish the moment we had with them. Moving forward, because we still have much more sections in which we can interact and gain more knowledge from them moving forward. Thank you very much, sirs.
All right.
All right.
Thank you so
core
much.
team members. Okay, you want to now?
Right. I'm very sorry. Also battling with network from my end. So I believe, please can you hear me? Let me be sure. That's why I off. Please, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Oh, all right, all right.
We can hear you.
Thank you, stars. This is a very strong tonight, and FishLead for I want to sincerely appreciate our mentors who have spoken to us tonight. They have poured out their mind, hearts, experiences, and wisdom to us, and I believe we've been able to get one or two things that will help us in fisheries and aquaculture. Personally, their words have in me, to do much more, and also to open my eyes to see that I can still do much more in this field. So, and it's just that the fisheries and aquaculture in Nigeria, beyond Nigeria, even in Africa, who are passionate hands, for us as young people. And to every participant tonight, I want to welcome us and I want to appreciate us giving our time to be part of this onboarding ceremony. This is just the beginning. As our moderator has said and our program director, we'll still be having
Oh, Mr. Kweleme, we can't hear you, sir. Wow, I think he's having network issues in his side. Mr. Kweleme, are you here with us?
all right. Yes, my network was disconnected. So just like I was saying, we are here to raise and empower new generation of leaders, young professionals like myself and you, who will influence policy, drive innovation, and promote sustainability. And much more to in Nigeria, in Africa, and even beyond. you know. And in the coming weeks, in the coming months, journey as members of FishLead Hub. So we'll definitely be exposed to mentorship from voices, leading voices in industry, in academia, and also, you know, capacity building sections tailored to our growth for us to find peace in this career path. We also be exposed to leadership opportunities, a strong network of peers and professionals that we can, you know, the power of connection, power of networking. We also have the privilege to network with students, professionals, experts, you know, in universities, in industries, in companies, feed, you know, companies, and other sectors in aquaculture and fisheries. So to the plans, I want us to know that this is as our journey begin with FishLead Up today. What you will get depend on how much you give. So I want to encourage us to show up, to speak up, to grow, and to contribute to diversity, our strength, our uniqueness. FishLead Up is a launch pad, you know, but we are the one that must also take the flight. And to our speakers, once again, bye, and Dr. Oluyemi Gbadamoshi and Mr. Sejiro Michael Oketujino, I want to say thank you once for showing, you know, for us as young people in fisheries and aquaculture, and to everyone who also joined us beginning. So we are going places. We continue to lead with vision, with purpose, and impact. So I want to welcome us once again to FishLead Hub. Thank you so much. All right.
All right, thank you very much. So we are rounding up already. Please, to our members, before you go, make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel. Is important and necessary. Please, we'll be passing latest information on that channel also. And I know you don't want to be left out. So in order for you to not to be left out, please do well to subscribe to the YouTube channel. All right. I'll be saying a good night to everyone from wherever you are, wherever you are listening
Good
to my
night.
voice. Have a blessed night rest. And remember, there is a space for you in fisheries and aquaculture industry. All right. Bye, everyone.
Thank you so much. Bye. Good night, everyone.